Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome to the Manly Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Tonight, the Spartans welcome the Rollins Stars.
If I could do something
Here, tonight's starting lineups beginning with the Tars, Rollins, who entered tonight's game with a record of 8-0.
I don't know if he needs more spotters down there.
No, I asked him. I used to be here with Buffalo. Anything I can.
Hang out with Buffalo.
All right. Thank you.
First in goal, 00, Bradley Peterson. Number 19, Jack Johnstone. 23, Mark Ranieri. 34, Charlie Rask. 36, Connor Thornton. 44, Rob Ciampini. 48, Marshall Ellison. 55, Bailey Pringle. 88, Justin Eisenhower. 99, Benjamin Copen. Now here are the starters for your University of Tampa Spartans who enter tonight's game with a record of 9-0. Number 3, Brady Stoll. 4, Blake Ulmer. 7, Connor Larkin. 9, Sean Nizelek. 10, Matthew Beto. 12, Sam Collingwood. 13, Cormac McCarthy. 25, Hayden Toth. 38, Brighton Hickok. 40, Bradley Leonard. Tampa is led by head coach J.B. Clark and assisted by Ryan Sullivan and Adam Hardy. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA, the University of Tampa, and Rollins College all promote good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting our participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action towards officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated on grounds for removal from the premises. Use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is not permitted as well. Thank you and enjoy today's game.
Good afternoon from the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus. This afternoon, the number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans playing host to the number 11 ranked Rollins Tars. I'm Bruce Wozniak here to call the action for you on a gloomy Saturday afternoon weather-wise. And our game time temperature 82 degrees. And somebody is going to lose their first game of the season today as UT is 9-0 and Rollins is 8-0. Rollins, you see, wearing the gold or mustard colored uniforms, and the Spartans all in white. The starting goaltenders this afternoon for UT, it will be junior Blake Ulmer from Naples, Florida, who we've gotten used to seeing throughout the season. And for the visiting Rollins Tars, who come down from up in Winter Park, Florida, their starting goaltender will be freshman Bradley Peterson from Eustis, Florida. And we are about set to go. As you see, the Spartans will start off going right to left. And for the opening faceoff, it's Hunter Turner of the Spartans against Mark Ranieri of the Tars. And a good crowd still filling in here as play is underway. And the Tars win the opening draw and take it right down quickly. And there's a shot. They score! 7 seconds into the game. Bailey Pringle. And just like that, the Tars go up 1-0 before some of the fans could even get settled into their seat. And talk about converting a face-off win. That's exactly what the Tars did there. And now the second face-off of the game, just like that. And this time it's going to be picked up by the Spartans. And Hunter Turner wins the draw and keeps it himself. And now he sends a pass back for Luke McEnany. And off will go Turner as the Spartans make changes in the early going. Kellen Hoke with it, makes the pass. And now working from the far side of the field is Colin White. Up top with it now, Owen Miller for Ethan Paduch. And Miller scores! The Spartans answer right back. 45 seconds into the game, we're already tied 1-1. And here you see the replay. And bearing down on the goaltender Bradley Peterson. Colin White getting the assist. And so Owen Miller getting his 17th goal of the season. And now the Spartans set up after having tied the game. A couple of quick goals by both teams here in the early going. And this is McEnany up top for Hoke. And over for Miller to the far side. Paduch. And Ethan Paduch kicked a stick up in the chin area. And now he goes down. And not a memorable possession for him, although the Spartans, how about that? The Tars thought they were going to take it away, and Colin White takes it right back. And now a pass by Hoke down low to McEnany, and a flag comes out. We're going to have a call here against the Tars. McEnany in behind the net and looking for an open teammate, taking his time back there. And now McEnany motions, and Kellen Hoke goes back there to join him, and the Tars touch the ball, and so now with the stoppage in play, we'll have a call here against Rollins. So this comes 1 minute, 48 seconds into the game. And it looks like Charlie Rask over in the penalty area on the far side of the field for the Tars. And in fact, a 2-minute cross-checking penalty against him. I'll check that. 1-minute penalty. And now a long shot there, taken by Cole Willard, goes out of play. Possession remains with the Spartans. And here's Harry Kilkowski up top for Miller, who has the Tampa goal. Paduch on the far side. And the Spartans working it around here with the extra man. Up top, Kilkowski, a quick pass, and a shot there by Willard that glanced off a leg, and the Spartans able to come up with the loose ball. Willard to pass over, nice ball movement by the Spartans, and Paduch over for Willard, and now Kilkowski for Luke McEnany. Spartans working it around here, and the penalty expires to Rollins, and a shot there that goes wide and out of play. Possession stays with the Spartans, although there's just 6 seconds left on the shot clock. So they'll have to see if they can get something away quickly, or otherwise just give it up, and that's what Colin White does. And so the Tars now back at full strength. 3 minutes, 7 seconds into this game. If you just joined us, the 2 goals in this game were both scored in the game's first 45 seconds. And here come the Tars. Bailey Pringle over for Champigny. Finn Gent waits as his team makes a change, gives it to Grant Hansen, who just stepped on. Hansen stops at the Tampa line and going one-on-one there with Christian Brodiak. And a shot coming, nice save there by Almer. And the shot clock resets, although no one with possession yet. And the Tar is able to come up with it. Now another loose ball, and it's Tampa ball. And so Hayden Toth moves it up. Connects there with Cormac McCarthy. McCarthy a pass over. And on the far side, that's Colin White. Down low to Kilkowski. In behind the Rollins net. And now Colin White fires a pass up top. And Ronan Sanchez had just come on. This is him with the ball now. And over for Nick Papa. Moves it over now for Charlie Bolesh. And back to Papa once again. Papa absorbed a check from the stick. Got up around the mask, the chin area. And again, no call. Twice in this game already against the Spartans. And now here come the Tars. Watch out, a loose ball though. And Rollins able to pick it up in time as Champigny had it, and that's going to be turned over. And the weather starting to look rather unpleasant, and a strong threat of rain, and the wind very much picking up, as I can see by hair and jackets and umbrellas blowing around in the crowd. And meanwhile, UT in possession here. This is Nick Papa with it. Over from McEnany to Kilkowski and over to Colin White. And sent over to Paduch. And this is Owen Miller, who just stepped onto the field. Miller, a pass back for Kellen Hoke. Hoke puts his shoulder down, stops, and pass was deflected. The Spartans able to keep possession. Here's Owen Miller on the move. Miller ducks under a check, and bodies flying everywhere, and they score. And the Spartans opportunistic there, as some sloppy play ends up in the back of the Rollins net, as you see the replay here. And the Spartans in the right place at the right time, and able to put that one in behind goaltender Bradley Peterson. And now on the ensuing faceoff, it's going to be chased down by Hunter Turner, and he's not able to come up with it. The Tars in possession here as they try to bring it up across midfield. And now over the Tampa line. And on the far side, he stepped out of bounds. And the Spartans fire it up on their sideline. And now UT bringing it up and not able to stop it in time. And so Rollins catching a break there. Two to one, the Spartans in the lead with 8:12 to go here in the first quarter. And now there's a pass, playing some catch. This is Grant Hansen with it. Hansen takes the long shot, scores! Hansen beats Blake Ulmer low, and the Tars tie it up 2-2 with 7:58 remaining. And you see him shake off the defender there, and then has a little bit of an opening to get the shot through, and beats Blake Ulmer as the skies have turned very dark very fast, and the lights on in the stadium here. And call there, face-off violation against Hunter Turner, and so possession to Rollins. And they'll start with it in the person of Rob Champigny, and he's going to go off the field. He drops it off for Finn Gent. And now Hansen tosses a pass over to Justin White and gets it right back. Pass in the middle, shot coming, and Ulmer might have gotten a piece of that one. That rolls out of play, and possession stays with the Tars. And despite this scary-looking weather that has been in the forecast, a great turnout here for this game. Of course, not to be anything but, with a number 1 ranked Spartans team hosting a number 11 Rollins team, neither which has lost this season, and just a ride down from up in Winter Park, Florida. So spectators here on behalf of both teams, as it looked like Marshall Ellison was hoping to get the official to call Brady Stoll. And now there's a flag thrown, and we'll get a stoppage in play here with 6:59 remaining in the first quarter. And this might be a penalty to UT, it looks like. We'll wait for the official call. And so for the Spartans, Jackson Day is called 1 minute for cross-checking. And let's see if Rollins can be successful here with the extra man. Finn Gent, pass over. And now the Tars move it quickly to Pringle, down low. And now right back up top, shot coming, and hit the goalpost. Grant Hansen denied by the post to Blake Ulmer's left. And in front, they tried to get the quick stick and were unsuccessful. That was Jack Johnstone on the doorstep. And the Spartans go back the other way. Just 17 seconds left in the Spartans penalty, and trying to hit the empty net, but unsuccessful, was Matthew Badeau. And Justin Eisenhower started it up for the Tars. And now down the other end of the field, there's a shot taken by Justin White. And the Tars still in possession here, getting the rebound. Some nifty passing there. Grant Hansen in possession. Hansen, a little spin move, and a long shot coming there from Gent. Goes out of play. Possession stays with Rollins. They've still got plenty of time, 44 seconds on the shot clock. And now on the restart, Marshall Ellison and Ulmer there to close the door. And Badeau starts it up for the Spartans. And watch out as he's chased and leaves it back for Casey Platanic. This is Harry Kilkowski. Kilkowski stops, sends it for McEnany. And up top of it, that's Charlie Bolish. Ronan Sanchez, and back to Bolish again. And to the far side of the field they go. Nick Papa down low behind the Tars net. This is Kilkowski with it. Kilkowski over for Sanchez. And Ronan Sanchez tries to get past the defender and sends a pass over behind the net instead to Colin White. That's Nick Papa and Charlie Bolish now. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Ronan Sanchez gets past one defender, sends a pass over. Bolish wanted to shoot. Tough angle. And 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Bolish needs to make a move and get started. Defense collapses on him. Sanchez fakes the shot. Now bounces, scores! With just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And the Spartans, with 4:11 to go in the first quarter, regain the lead. It's 3-2. And here you see the replay and the fake and then changing hands. And so Sanchez gives the Spartans the lead. And amazingly, UT is 3 for 3, meaning they have 3 shots on goal, and all of them have gone in. And now the faceoff is Hunter Turner in a battle there for sure with Mark Ranieri. And Ranieri's the one that comes out of the pack with it, plays it all the way back to his goaltender, Peterson. And watch out, Peterson being chased by Kilkowski as the Tars get it up to midfield now. And now I see the rain starting to fall as the Tars, 3:40 to go in the first period. They now trail 3-2. And this is Justin White. This pass over for Hansen. And there's a shot, they score. Finn Gent, wow, did he pick the corner from a tough angle? And the Tars answer right back after the Tampa goal. And we are tied at 3 with 3:28 to go here in the first quarter. And here you see the replay as Gent beats Blake Ulmer. And now we'll once again see Hunter Turner and Mark Ranieri on this faceoff. And Turner comes out with it. Turner being chased. And Hunter Turner scores! What a great single-handed effort by Hunter Turner. Wins the faceoff, shakes off the check, and comes down and beats Bradley Peterson. Here you see the replay. And Turner upstairs for a 4-3 Spartans lead with 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. And now a call against Mark Ranieri, the official who handled the faceoff. And so the Spartans with the ball again here as it's Kellen Hoke. Up top with it, Paduch over to Owen Miller. Miller across the line, a pass down low. And in behind the Tars net, here comes Harry Kilkowski. He's bumped, holds onto it. Kilkowski looking for a pick. Couldn't get it from McEnany. And Kilkowski a spin move and can't get past 2 defenders. Passing out in front. Owen Miller, bounce shot, didn't get through. And the Spartans able to pick up the rebound. Colin White over to Paduch. Paduch over for Kellen Hoke. And Hoke has his man beat, but another defender slides over. McEnany scores! Wow, Luke McEnany just picked the top corner. And the Spartans go up 5-3 with 2:21 left here in the first quarter. And look at this top shelf goal by Luke McEnany. Kellen Hoke gets the assist. And that's the 22nd goal of the year by McEnany. And the Spartans have 5 different goal scorers so far in building this 2-goal lead. And that time, the faceoff won by Mark Ranieri. And both teams making some personnel changes. This is Ian Dean for Rollins. Dean across the Tampa line. Dean is pushed, goes in behind the Tampa net, sends a pass over. And the Tars pushed it in behind the Tampa net. Bailey Pringle. Pringle being watched there by Owen Matukas. Pringle. And good pressure on him. Spartans temporarily double team him. And now up top, here comes Marshall Ellison. Pass over for Zane Williams in behind the Spartans net. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Ball goes out of bounds, and the official right there on the spot to call it in favor of Rollins, although they have just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And now in behind the net, quickly looking up at the scoreboard was Bailey Pringle to see how much time was left on the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot clock is going to run out. And they award possession to the Tars, but there's only 1 second left on the shot clock. And you see both Blake Ulmer and Brady Stoll telling the official, is it even really worth it? And so Jack Johnstone played it just long enough to toss the ball away. And so the Spartans started up the field. 52 seconds left in the quarter. And with a fresh shot clock, they can essentially turn it off at this point. Although there's a long pass that's going to miss. Yes, it does. And so the Tars will have an opportunity here before the quarter ends. And a chance to climb within one before this first 15 minutes expires. This is Marshall Ellison. And wide open was Mosher. Pass down low in behind the net. And a shot there by Pringle goes out of play. 19 seconds left. Possession stays with the Tars. And you know they'd love to get a quality shot on Blake Ulmer here. Marshall Ellison battling with Christian Brodiak. 10 seconds. And a long shot coming, deflected. It didn't get through. Taken by Finn Gent. And the loose ball. Spartans pick it up. Can they get a shot away? No, the horn goes. And we reach the end of the first quarter. So 2 Sunshine State Conference heavyweights going at it. Number 1 Tampa, number 11 Rollins. And we are 5-3 in favor of the Spartans at the end of the first quarter. And we'll be back with more Tampa Spartans lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
Back live here, I'm Bruce Wozniak, and you're watching Tampa Spartans lacrosse. UT in a 5-3 lead. First quarter shots on goal 6-5 in favor of the Tars. And how about no saves in that first quarter for Rollins goaltender Bradley Peterson, as the Spartans scored on all 5 shots that they took. And hold on a minute, because the teams are, as you see, suddenly sprinting off the field, which means that there's probably a lightning delay. Presumably there's a sighting or a reporting of lightning in the area, and this usually means a delay of, which I believe is probably 30 minutes. And so the team's heading off and the fans are being advised to vacate the seating area due to the metal seats. And so before we could even get the second quarter underway, we're suddenly in a lightning delay. So stay tuned here to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network, although unofficially I believe that this will be somewhere in the neighborhood of a 20 to 30 minute delay. So check back in at least 20, if not 30 minutes, and hopefully we can resume the game and the broadcast at that time. And we'll step aside for the time being here on the SSC Digital Network.
Checking the website.
And we are back live. We're back here and ready to start the second quarter finally. I know yesterday was April Fool's Day, but Mother Nature, she don't like to be fooled with, and the lightning is something that is not taken lightly here in West Central Florida. So after quite a long delay, play now resumes with the start of the second quarter, and the Spartans in this 5-3 lead as they work it in behind the Rollins net. Kilkowski with it. And Harry dancing around back there on what is certainly a damp field at this point. We did have quite a bit of rain, and not just the lightning that caused the delay, as Ethan Paduch with it now. Paduch turns the corner. Pass over on the far side. Kilkowski takes it in behind the Tars net, stops, turns back the other way, and back up top now for Kellen Hoke. Hoke across the Tars line, fakes the shot, holds onto it, and now a pass back. Owen Miller picks it up. On the far side, McEnany starts his move, sends it in behind the net. That's Kilkowski back there. And over to Luke McEnany. McEnany looking in front, nobody there. He'll go back up top. And Paduch over to Miller. 13 on the shot clock inside, and a save made there by Peterson. And the Tars take over with their first possession of this second quarter, and their first possession since that long delay that sent the players, officials, fans, everybody underneath for cover. And very impressive that despite that very long delay, this dedicated crowd is back here in the stands. As you see the turnover there, and UT back in possession. And in case you just joined us, Spartans with 5 different goal scorers, 3 different goal scorers for Rollins. And we are just coming up on 2 minutes into the second quarter as Charlie Bolish with it. Bolish with a pass in behind the net to Kilkowski. Kilkowski waits, now starts his move, and stops again. Gets the pick from Bolish and gives it to Bolish. And now he's checked. Charlie Bolish being watched there by Champigny. And Nick Papa with it up top. Papa, some strong defense on this UT possession by Rollins. And Bolish looks to make a move. Pass down low, a shot taken. That goes out of play. Possession stays with the Spartans. They're going to have to be quick here. Only 16 left on the shot clock as it's put back into play. And Kilkowski, pass up top for Bolish. Calling for it was Sanchez. Couldn't get the shot away. Bolish will try it, a bounce shot. And the shot clock does reset, but it looked like, and are the Tars going to come away with it? Kilkowski chases it down. And he does come out of the pack with it. And so the Spartans, with a fresh shot clock, a pass in behind the net. Colin White being bumped there by Charlie Rask. Now that's Nick Papa with it, and up top to Charlie Bolish. This is Ronan Sanchez. Sanchez, a pass to White. Kilkowski in front. McEnany scores! Luke McEnany, 3:28 into the second quarter, and it's a 6-3 Spartans lead.
Tampa goal scored by number 45, Luke McEnany. Assisted by number 15, Harry Kilkowski.
McEnany gets his second goal of the game and his 23rd of the season. And Harry Kilkowski with the assist as you see the Spartans in possession here again. Matthew Badeau. And his pass up ahead to Colin White, now into the corner. Kilkowski. And he returns it back to Colin White. White up top. Paduch sends it over. And watch out, Kellen Hoke, as a Tars defender had just come onto the field Miller picks it up. Owen Miller being chased, sends it into the corner, and now behind the Tars net. That's Kilkowski. Kilkowski on the move. Little spin, goes back the other way, and has to give it up. Thanks to a strong defensive play there by Justin Eisenhower of Rollins. And this is Kellen Hoke. Hoke, it's on the ground, and the Tars pick it up. Going back the other way, Blake Barwick. And now you see both teams making personnel changes. And here come the Tars, Grant Hansen. And in front they score. It's Justin White. And so at the 4:43 mark, Rollins cuts it to 6-4.
By number 3, Justin White. Assist to number 1, Grant Hansen. Rollins goal, White from Hansen at 10:17.
So 4 different goal scorers for Rollins now. $22 goals this season now for Justin White. And you see a flag thrown there.
Face-off violation committed by Rollins, number 23, Mark Ranieri, 30 seconds.
And you hear in the background, face-off violation by Mark Ranieri. A 30-second call against him. And so the Spartans with an extra man here. Both teams 0 for 1 with the extra man so far in the game. And let's see if the Spartans can answer right back after Rollins just reduced their lead to 2 goals. Here's a pass over for Colin White, Paduch. And now it's moved over to Miller. That's Kilkowski behind the net. Colin White, Paduch. And that's Cole Willard up top. This is him with the ball now. His pass over. Owen Miller wanted to shoot, passes it instead. And Miller, Kilkowski inside to Miller. And a little underhanded shot that goes out of play, and the penalty has expired against Rollins. .38 on the shot clock for UT. Miller over for Paduch. And now Paduch with the pass down low, and they move it in behind the Tars net. Kilkowski is checked. Kilkowski looking in front, goes to the side instead to McEnany, and up top, Willard. And this is Miller. Pass into the corner, corralled by Colin White. In front, McEnany couldn't get the shot away, and a loose ball recovered by the Tars. Rollins starting it back up the field. That's Charlie Rask. Plays it back to his goaltender. And Bradley Peterson moves it over to the other side of the field. Pass up ahead. Looked like it was going to connect with Justin White. And now he's pushed out of bounds. And on the sidelines, the Rollins coaching staff going crazy, wanting a call against the Spartans for the push. And so here's Luke McEnany with it now. And now it's Charlie Bolish. That's Nick Papa. Back to Bolish again. Bolish on the move, a pass down low. White behind the net to Harry Kilkowski. Back to White. Big pass up top, long shot coming. And Owen Miller fires it wide and out of play. Possession stays with UT. And White puts it back into play to Kilkowski. Kilkowski with a little burst of speed and a pass that missed Luke McEnany. Owen Miller chases it down. Can he get there in time? And he does. So the ball is loose and picked up there. Great burst of speed. 27 on the shot clock. Behind the net is Kilkowski. Up top, intended for Bolish. The pass misses. And possession stays with UT as Nick Papa will put it back into play. Just 13 on the shot clock. Papa, a little bit of room to work. Over to Bolish. Quick passing. That one misses. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And the shot clock will expire. So it's turned over as the Tars, with 7:23 to go here in the second quarter, start out of their own end. This is Charlie Rask bringing it up. Steps away from McEnany, but hold on, a loose ball, and Colin White with the check. The ball is still loose and picked up, and Rask just aimlessly throws it down as it's chased, and a flag is thrown, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here as there's a call coming up with 7:01 left here in the second quarter. And obviously, this being an important Sunshine State Conference game and a pair of unbeatens, emotions start to run high. And it looks like over on the far side of the field, it's Cormac McCarthy, a 1-minute penalty.
1 minute, illegal body check.
An illegal body check on Cormac McCarthy, so the Tars with the extra man now. And they go to work. And it's on the ground. And the Spartans come away with it. Here's an opportunity for Owen Matukis. Pass to Colin White. And this is Matukis, 28 seconds, and the penalty to McCarthy. And UT obviously killing the clock here. The penalty to McCarthy will expire in 5 seconds. So Ethan Paduch in no hurry. And now the penalty is over with, and so with the teams at even strength, the Spartans get moving with 34 on the shot clock still. And here they go as Daniel Fitzpatrick sends a pass in front. Colin White, oh, what a save there by Peterson. And Miller is there to catch that rebound. And now McEnany fires it over to Paduch. Long shot coming, scores! Owen Miller drills it from way outside, up top. And the Spartans take a 7-4 lead with 5:33 remaining. Owen Miller picks up his second goal of the game. And Miller now with 18 on the season. And a timeout is called on the field, and we will take a timeout as well. You're watching Tampa Spartans Lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Doggone it. Back alive here following that 7th Tampa goal and awaiting the face-off between Hunter Turner and Mark Ranieri, and possession awarded to the Tars. Score was 5-3 UT after 1, and so far they're outscoring Rollins 2-1 here in the second quarter. And Rollins looking to have something to say about that here as they are in possession with Grant Hansen being watched there defensively by Christian Brodiak. Pass over and a shot coming. They score. Finn Gent. And it's 7-5 as Gent gets his second goal of the game. And Gent hits the 20-goal mark on the season. So Mark Ranieri out there once again against Hunter Turner on this face-off. The ball's out, and it's going to be controlled by the Spartans, as that's Harry Kilkowski that came up with it. Kilkowski, good burst of speed there, heads towards the corner and puts the brakes on and looks to go one-on-one here with Eisenhower. Meanwhile, this is Colin White up top for Owen Miller. Miller looks, and Paduch just stepped on the field. He gives it to him, and back to Owen Miller again. Now on the far side of the field, it's Daniel Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick deep in behind the Rollins net. He'll return up top to Paduch. And the Spartans work the perimeter here as it's Owen McEnany with it. Excuse me, Luke McEnany. McEnany turns the corner. And Fitzpatrick wanted to shoot. Paduch down low. There's a shot. Scores! Colin White. And the Spartans regain the 3-goal lead with 4:07 left here in the second quarter. And there you see the replay as White pays the price happily as he gives his team an 8-5 lead. Ethan Paduch gets the assist. Colin White's second goal of the game. So 3 UT players with 2 goals each. And here's Justin White for the Tars. It's the number 1 Tampa Spartans and the number 11 Rollins Tars, 9-0 UT against 8-0 Rollins. And Justin White sends it up top and gets the pass right back. White, his pass over, and now quickly to the other side of the field, a spin move by Hansen. Hansen's pass was intended for Gent and picked up instead by Johnstone. With it now is White over to the other side of the field. Marshall Ellison shot, and it does cross the line. Blake Ulmer got a piece of it, and you saw the official right there in a perfect position to call it as Ulmer turned around and tried to stop it, but it had already crossed the line, and so it's 8-6. Marshall Ellison making it 8-6 with 3:18 remaining here in the first half. And so Ellison gets into the goal column with his 19th of the year. And the faceoff still not controlled by either team. And it's raked at by Matthew Badeau, and he finally comes away with it. His pass now to Kilkowski. Kilkowski back up top for Colin White. And now Charlie Bolish. a 5'9", 150-pound junior from Syracuse, New York. That's him on the far side of the field. And Bolish fakes the pass. And now fakes another pass and sends it instead to Kilkowski. Up top with it, that's Nick Papa. Pass in the middle, McEnany scores! And they're coming quickly now here in the second quarter as UT regains the 3-goal lead. 9-6 with 2:22 to go in the second.
Assist to number 31, Nick Papa. Spartan goal,
McEnany now with 3 goals. Nick Papa getting the assist. UT now with 9 goals, and they are averaging on the season just over 14 goals per game. So ahead of pace. And here they come looking for more. Hunter Turner with a pass over, and then both he and Sam Collingwood head off. And joining them, replacing them out in the field, Fitzpatrick and Miller. This is Kilkowski working behind the net. Kilkowski being watched back there by Hogan Palmer. There's a shot, and Peterson kicks that one out. And Kilkowski tries to throw it back, and the official there on the spot to call it out of bounds. And so the Tars take over. Pass over here on the near side, Charlie Rask. Rask lobs it up ahead for Champigny. And now Bailey Pringle with it. They move it up top. As the Tars make some changes, that's Justin White with it. Grant Hansen now. Hansen on the run and being checked from behind. There's a shot at Ulmer. A nice save there. Tough angle, but a good stop. And so the Spartans start out of their own end. Bedeau brings it up. Comes over here to the other side of the field to Brady Stoll. And now just a little lob pass up ahead to Christian Brodiak. 42 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Clearly, head coach J.B. Clark wants to talk this over and get the Spartans the last shot of the second quarter. So we will step away as well and be right back with more Tampa Spartans lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Back live following that Spartans timeout. And with 41 seconds left in the first half, let's see what head coach J.B. Clark drew up for the Spartans as they likely work to run this clock down and get the final shot and try to go into the halftime break with what would be a 4-goal lead. As this is Harry Kilkowski, takes a quick look behind him at the scoreboard, which is at 25 seconds now. He looks once again. Kilkowski starts his move. 20 seconds left. Pass to Fitzpatrick. And up top, Miller wanted to shoot. He lost it. Now it's a loose ball. And the Tars come down with it. And only 8 seconds left. There's a ball thrown out that neither team is able to get to. And sloppy as we're down to just 2 seconds left. And so the timeout goes for naught. UT unable to get a shot away. And with just 2 seconds left, let's see if Rollins is going to pull something off the Spartans. Looks like J.B. Clark himself out there arguing with the officials. And two of the officials coming together now on the far side of the field to talk things over. And so now they're going to put the ball back into play for these final 2 seconds. On the far side of the field with it is Marshall Ellison for Rollins, and he just throws that one away. And so we hit halftime with UT in a 3-goal lead, 9-6. And we'll be back with the second half here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network following our halftime break. All right, so that's going to be the extent of halftime here, as the team's obviously content to resume right away. And so we'll start the third quarter now with UT in the lead 9-6 and out shooting Rollins 13-10. Each goaltender has made 4 saves. And the Spartans with the lead in faceoffs. As you see them with the first possession of the third quarter. 10-7 the Spartans lead in faceoffs won. They've also caused 5 turnovers. Rollins has caused 4. And here's Daniel Fitzpatrick with it for UT. Fitzpatrick across the Rollins line. And in behind the Rollins net is Kilkowski. Fitzpatrick was calling for it. And Kilkowski pass in front, scores! The highlight reel goal by Ethan Paduch. And it's now 10-6. As Ethan Paduch scores 53 seconds into the third quarter. Kilkowski gets the assist. And for Paduch, that is goal number 7 on the season. And now the Spartans will win this faceoff as well. And hold on a minute, they score. Mishandled by UT, and Justin Eisenhower puts it in the back of the Spartans net. And so that quickly, Rollins answers right back, and we're back to a 3-goal differential. It's 10-7. And so here we go again with Hunter Turner and Mark Ranieri. And here come the Tars, Justin White. And looking to his sideline is Finn Gent. And Gent pass over for Hansen. Hansen going one-on-one here with Christian Brodiak. And Hansen on the move. Sends it down in behind the Spartans net. A nice little fake there. Oh, and a collision as bodies are flying. And Marshall Ellison, I think, wanted a call. Not going to get it. And so UT starts out of their own end. Brady Stoll connects at midfield with Owen Matukas. And now Matukas up ahead to McEnany. Back to Owen Matukas. And a little flip pass by him for Charlie Bolish. Bolish up ahead for McEnany. McEnany and Bolish, both from Syracuse, New York. And it's in behind the Rollins net. Here's McEnany up top with it now. Bolish again. Looking over to Ronan Sanchez, gives it to him. Sanchez, drop pass for Bolish. Nick Papa back to Bolish. Bolish tries to get around the defense, sends a pass down low, and now behind the net, here comes a shot by Kilkowski that goes wide and out of play. Colin White will put it back in play with just 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Charlie Bolish. Fakes the pass, and that one's going to be missed by Colin White and turned over. And so the Tars now, a back and forth game here. It was 5-3 UT after 1. It was 9-6 after 2. And each team has scored once so far here in the third. And there's a pass that's missed by the Tars. Finn Gent. And so now the Spartans come right back the other way. Kilkowski on the far side of the field. Kilkowski going one-on-one here and finally gives a pass to McEnany. And up top of it is Owen Miller. And a fake there by Paduch. Up top to Miller. Miller switches hands and two defenders chase him. And now Miller, the flag is being thrown. We're going to have a call coming up against Rollins. It's Patrick behind the net to Kilkowski in front, and McEnany couldn't get the shot away, and then he was taken down. And we'll have a call coming up here against Rollins 3 minutes and 52 seconds into this third quarter, and they trail 10-7. And let's see who's going off on the far side of the field. It looks like it's Justin Eisenhower. And a 1 minute slashing penalty against him. And so the Spartans, who are 0 for 2 thus far in the game with the extra man, trying to grow their lead to 4 now. And there's a pass for Owen Miller, and now Paduch to Miller once again. And this is Cole Willard. Pass to Kilkowski, back to Willard, to Kilkowski again. Colin White, and up top is Paduch. Owen Miller to Willard again, takes a shot that goes wide and out of play. Possession still with UT, 28 seconds remain on the shot clock. And keep in mind, they have the extra man, as the penalty was called against Eisenhower of Rollins. Out in front, McEnany scores! Luke McEnany, his 4th goal of the game. And so the Spartans are successful with the extra man. And Kilkowski getting the assist. Harry Kilkowski now with 3 assists in the game. And the 4 goals by Luke McEnany put him at 25 on the season. As you see the face-off now, and running past it was Mark Ranieri, and so Hunter Turner comes away with it for the Spartans. His pass up ahead. Colin White with a pass down into the corner. That's Kilkowski. Kilkowski trying to get away from the defender, Charlie Rask. Up top of it, Papa over to McEnany. And up top, Ronan Sanchez now. Sanchez gives it to Charlie Bolish, who just stepped onto the field. Bolish with a nice burst of speed, takes a shot, and a stop made by Peterson. And up ahead, it was intended for Palmer, and kicked at, and the Spartans able to run that one down. Here's Nick Papa. Bolish on the far side of the field. Fakes the pass, sends it instead behind the Rollins net. Kilkowski has a big opportunity here for the Spartans to inflate this lead even further. Papa gets past the defender, scores! What a goal by Nick Papa. And now it's 12-7. And Papa now with a goal and an assist in this game. And for Nick Papa, that is his 6th goal of the season. And so with 9:04 left in the third quarter, a 5-goal lead for the home team, and they win the face-off again. Hunter Turner on the move. That's Kilkowski, and the ball's loose on the far side of the field, and chasing it down, Owen Matukas, but they say no, that's Rollins' ball. 13-8 now in face-offs won, favoring the Spartans. And here comes Rollins as Davis Mosier pushes it up into the corner. And that's Marshall Ellison taking it in behind the Spartans net. Ellison being chased by Matthew Badeau, and it's into the far corner now. On the move now is Bailey Pringle. Pass over, and a long shot coming from Grant Hansen, and a good save by Ulmer. And here come the Spartans in transition. Christian Brodiak up ahead to McEnany. Kilkowski with it, and he'll settle it down. Kilkowski in behind the Rollins net, being watched by Eisenhower. And they reset up top with Daniel Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick over for McEnany and now gets it back. And this is Owen Miller. Miller gets past his defender, takes a long shot, and it was deflected on the way to the net. But the Spartans able to get the rebound. Paduch steps under a check, comes out the other side. And now Paduch goes down, and the tower is able to cause a turnover. Champigny being watched there by Ethan Paduch. And into the corner it goes to Marshall Ellison. Ellison going one-on-one with Matthew Badeau. Champigny with a pass over for Grant Hansen. Hansen and a second Spartan player comes over to help. And so it's given up to Justin White. White crosses over the Tampa line, switches hands and sends it down low to Hansen. And behind the Spartans net, that's Bailey Pringle. The ball's loose, and it's going to be run down by Hansen, and he goes out of bounds. And so UT takes over with 6:15 to go here in the third quarter and a 12-7 lead. And the goaltender Ulmer outlets it up near midfield. And here comes Charlie Bolish. Bolish puts on the brakes. And now the Spartans will make some personnel changes. And out steps Nick Papa. And he gets the pass. Sliding over quickly on defense was Julian Chero. And this is Luke McEnany with it for UT. For Nick Papa. Charlie Bolish looks back and now starts his move towards the Rollins line and over the line. He's being bumped there by Finn Gent. A pass down in behind the Tars net. Kilkowski with 18 on the shot clock. Kilkowski looking in front. Nobody open yet. Kilkowski keeps it himself. Gets a shot away, and that goes wide and out of play. Possession stays with UT, but only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. McEnany puts it into play. 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3, and unable to get a shot off is Colin White. And he airmails that one out of play. And so a break for Rollins as they'll start out of their own end. And the goaltender Peterson moves it over for Eisenhower. And it goes back to the goaltender. And now Peterson tries the other side of the field, and missing the pass was Charlie Rask. And so Rollins turns it right back over to the Spartans. And here they come. Up top with it now is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick gets around a defender and now takes it all the way in behind the Rollins net. On the near side here is McEnany. McEnany looking to go one-on-one here against Hogan Palmer. McEnany with a pass up top to Miller. Fitzpatrick. He's bumped, gives it to Miller. And Paduch, that one just missed the net and goes out of play. Still Spartans ball, and plenty of time this time around. 44 still on the shot clock. And Kilkowski, 15, not 45. With it behind the net. Kilkowski gets a pick from McEnany. Goes up top to Owen Miller, though. Fitzpatrick over for Paduch. And he's knocked down. And the Tars, stumbling out of his own end, is Wexelblatt. And Wexelblatt carries on, although, is it thrown away? Well, picked up there by Hogan Palmer, but he stumbled, and now he crosses the Spartans line. Pass into the corner. And wanting to pass in front was Marshall Ellison, but there was nobody there. And it ends up in the stick of the goaltender, Ulmer. And now the Spartans in transition. Here they come. Quickly up ahead goes Hayden Toth. Christian Brodiak with it. And he runs into Davis Mosier. And they both stay on their feet. As this is McEnany with it. Up top now, Bolish. Owen Miller. Miller weaves his way out of traffic. And now Nick Papa with it on the far side of the field. Papa behind the net to Kilkowski. And now Charlie Bolish with 30 on the shot clock. 2:26 to go here in the third quarter. 12-7, UT in the lead. In an important Sunshine State Conference matchup, Miller unable to shoot, passes instead to Kilkowski. Bolish from way outside, still UT ball. They're going to have to be quick. Only 10 left on the shot clock here as Owen Miller puts it back into play. Kilkowski, Bolish calling for it on the far side. Papa, and that one's handled easily by Peterson. And look out, Kilkowski there trying to give Peterson some trouble. And so from the other side of the field will come Charlie Rask. Rask, his pass connects with Davis Mosier. And Mosier goes off the field, as do a couple of his teammates. The Tars making some changes. This is Justin White with it right now. And White gets across the Tampa line. White looks back and sends it up top. This is Finn Gent. And Gent stumbles, manages to get the pass behind the net. And there's a shot taken. They score. That's Bailey Pringle. And that's his second goal of the game. And that makes it 12-8. And Pringle, 23 goals on the season now. So just 74 seconds left here in the third quarter. And now a 4-goal Tampa lead. And the Tars are not going to go down easy. Too much at stake here between the number 11 Rollins Tars and the number 1 Tampa Spartans. 9-0 UT and an 8-0 record for the visitors. And they're going to give it everything they got to make that trip back up to Winter Park, Florida with a W in their pocket if they can. And they're going to have to come back from down 4 currently. What until a moment ago was down 5. On the far side of the field is Finn Gent. Gent is pass for Hansen. A pair of ones as Hansen goes against Casey Platonik. 28 left in the third quarter, and a shot coming. They score. And that's Finn Gent with his third goal of the game. And now it's 12-9 with only 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And so don't go anywhere. The Tars, they have scored 3 times now in the third quarter, as have the Spartans. So we're right back to where we were at halftime, meaning a 3-goal differential. And the Spartans win that faceoff. Hunter Turner is going to keep it himself. A pass over McEnany, and that one hit a Rollins player and didn't get through. Spartans able to control. 10 seconds left in the quarter. They need to get a shot away quickly here. Spin move by Kilkowski. And the pass misses, and the horn goes to end the third quarter. And so a 12-9 UT lead, and the fourth quarter on the way. You're watching Tampa Spartans lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Swinging for the fence.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Back live here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex. I'm Bruce Wozniak, and it's a Sunshine State Conference matchup this afternoon between the Spartans and the Rollins Tars. 12-9 in favor of the home team after 3 quarters. Shots on goal are 18-14 in favor of UT. The Tars goaltender, Bradley Peterson, has made 6 saves, while UT's Blake Ulmer has made 5. 15 faceoffs won by the Spartans, just 8 by the Tars. And the fourth quarter is underway as Hunter Turner successful with that one. Now up ahead comes Christian Borodiak. So make it 16-8, faceoffs won in favor of UT now. Kilkowski over here for Colin White. Owen Miller. And now this is Ethan Paduch. Fitzpatrick works his way inside, and it looked like Peterson got a piece of that one, as Harry Kilkowski will put it back into play from in behind the Tars net. Kilkowski, a pass, and up top, Paduch, quick pass down to Colin White, and back behind the net, Kilkowski sets up shop. Kilkowski, a spin move, and a shot coming, hit the goal post, and McEnany, wow. He hits the goal post, and now he's the one putting it back in play on the far side of the field. And Kilkowski behind the net for Paduch. Up top, Fitzpatrick wanted to shoot, goes the other way. Now return pass to Paduch. Paduch over to Miller. McEnany, and in behind the net is Kilkowski once again. McEnany, a bounce shot. Colin White got the rebound, wanted to shoot, loses his stick, and it's turned over. And there is a little bit of rain falling out there. Lots of spectators with their umbrellas up. As Rollins in possession here, trailing by 3, as we are 8 seconds away from being 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. That's Finn Gent on the far side of the field. Up top with it is Hansen. Hansen back to Gent. And back to Hansen once again. Now in behind the Spartans net. And Marshall Ellison. And being worked over there is Bailey Pringle. And he finally passes it to Justin White. White with a little head nod, directing one of his teammates. And White wants to go one-on-one here and gets a shot away that goes wide and out of play. Possession stays with Rollins. They are down to 16 on the shot clock. And this is Ellison putting it back into play. And Ellison comes free, and two of them chase it down. And a collision, the ball's still loose, and right in front of the Tars sideline, and a scrum over there as the shot clock expires. And possession to UT. And there's a pass right at midfield, and now up ahead with it goes Hayden Toth. Drops a pass back. That's Jackson Day. And here comes Charlie Bolish now. Bolish across the Rollins line. Looked back, there was nobody there in a white uniform, and so they sent it down in behind the Tars net. And McEnany goes back up top to Ronan Sanchez. Sanchez over to Bolish. Bolish gets past his defender. Pushes it in behind the net to Kilkowski. Now quickly to the other side. McEnany moves it up top to Nick Papa. That one's deflected. And looked like the Tars were going to be able to pull it down, but McEnany is there. And Kilkowski, as the Spartans work the perimeter here, 30 seconds still on the shot clock for them. Charlie Bolish with it. Bolish just jogs it across the Tars line. Sends it down Colin White over to Kilkowski. And 15 on the shot clock now. Sanchez to Papa. And Papa shoots one out of play. And just 6 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if the Spartans can get a shot off or not here. Kilkowski to Bolish. And Papa takes a shot that Peterson's able to stop. And so Rollins starts out of their own end. Bringing it up for them is Charlie Rask. Rask steps past Colin White. Rask carries on. Sends a pass over to Pringle. And Bailey Pringle is going to wait as his team makes some personnel changes. And now here's Justin White with it. White gives it to Finn Gent, who had just stepped onto the field, and now Hansen has it. Hansen looking to go one-on-one here against Christian Brodiak. Exactly 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And Gent on the run can't get past Matthew Badeau. Gent sends a pass behind the net that's missed by Pringle. And the ball's loose. And four of them there. And coming out of the pack with it was Hansen. Ball's loose once again, and the Spartans pick it up. Owen Matukis came up with it. And now here comes Christian Brodiak. He sidesteps a check. And Brodiak across the Rollins line. Pass down for Kilkowski. And Kilkowski now for Colin White. Owen Miller. As Brodiak goes off, and out comes Daniel Fitzpatrick. Paduch for Miller, and over to Daniel Fitzpatrick. His pass now. That's Cole Willard. And Paduch takes a shot that goes out of play. Possession still with UT. 33 on the shot clock for them. And Kilkowski with a little spin move back there. Quick passing by the Spartans. In front it goes. And the Tars with the takeaway. Although, hold on, a loose ball. Neither team in control right now. And the official right there in front of the net blows the play dead. And possession given to Rollins. And Blake Barwick He starts it up and crosses his own line. Crossing midfield. Pass over now for Champigny. And Johnstone with the pass to Wexelblatt. This is Ian Dean. And stepping out onto the field is Zane Williams. But Dean hangs onto it for now. And now gives it to Williams. Williams on the run. Spartans defense with a nice switch there as Johnstone has it. Jack Johnstone beats the defender, takes a shot, scores! And a nice goal there by Johnstone. And that is his 17th goal of the season. And it comes with 7:50 left in the fourth quarter. So it's a 12-10 game now. As Rollins trying to make a game out of this. They trailed by as many as 4. And on the face-off, that's going to be picked up. Well, initially, it looked like Owen Matukas had a bead on it, but the Tars are the ones that come out with the possession. And now bringing it up is Justin White. And White goes down and a flag comes out. And now a helmet comes off. Justin White's helmet comes off, and there's 3 flags on the field. And emotions, of course, as I mentioned before, running high in a game of this importance. And this stoppage in play comes with 7:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. And there's actually 4 different flags that are on the field. And Justin White goes back to the sideline. And the officials, all 3 of them, you could see coming together, sorting this out before they issue their calls. And this could be a potential turning point in the game, because if Tampa gets an extra man, they could go back into a 3-goal lead, whereas if the calls put Tampa a man short, then Rollins will have a great opportunity to close within 1. Spartans are 1 for 2 at the extra man so far in this game, and Rollins is 0 for 2. And now the officials done with their conference, and one of them going over to the far side of the field to relay the information to the scores table. And now the same official over explaining to Spartans head coach J.B. Clark what's being called as we await official word up here in the press box. The Tars have scored 3 goals in each of the first 3 quarters, and they have 1 so far here in the fourth. So if they kept up that pace, they would in fact be 12-12. Although the Spartans had scored 5 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third, have yet to get on the board here in the fourth. And certainly would like to have some say in all of that on both sides of the ledger. And it looks like on the far side of the field, over in the penalty area, it looks like both Harry Kilkowski and Cormac McCarthy are both in the penalty area, and looks like nobody for Rollins. And the penalties have not gone up on the scoreboard yet, although Rollins is now going to call a timeout. So We'll do the same and see if we can sort this out during the break. You're watching Tampa Spartans Lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
15 and 13.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression.
So the penalty is a 30-second holding call against Harry Kilkowski, and then a 1-minute penalty to Cormac McCarthy for an illegal body check. And so here go the Tars with the door open now, trailing by just 2, and that one's going to go out of play on the far side of the field. So again, Kilkowski 30 seconds for holding, and McCarthy and illegal body check. As you see that one go out of play. And the Kilkowski penalty has expired. There's 28 seconds left on the McCarthy penalty. And here's a shot coming, and a nice save there by Blake Ulmer off the stick of Bailey Pringle. And so UT, barring disaster, will kill off these remaining 10 seconds of the Cormac McCarthy penalty. As you see Owen Matukas there up ahead, and it's corralled by McEnany, and right out in front, and no opportunity for a shot. So the Spartans settle things down back at full strength, as this is Christian Brodiak. And over now for Colin White. And a huge, huge stand there by the Spartans to not allow anything from Rollins. And down to 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and UT in possession. And this is an important possession for them. Would love to rally from the momentum of not giving up an extra man goal and get themselves into a 3-goal lead by finally getting back on the scoreboard for what would be the first time in the fourth quarter. Up top now, Charlie Bolish. Over for Cole Willard. Kilkowski, a spin move. Kilkowski's checked. McEnany out in front to Colin White, scores! Colin White with his third goal of the game, and the Spartans do finally get on the scoreboard for the first time here in the fourth quarter. They lead 13-10 with 5:24 left here in the fourth quarter. And what a game that Luke McEnany is having. He got the assist on that one, so he has 4 goals and 1 assist. And the face-offs become that much more important now as the time looms large. This is Hunter Turner for the Spartans on the face-off, although he's starting to head off. It's going to be Julian Chero regardless. No, now Chero leaves as well. So we're going to see Casey Platanek for the Spartans, and he'll be opposed by Mark Ranieri. And on the face-off, picked up by the Tars. Well, let's see. It's still kicked at, and no. UT comes away with it. Sean Dzolek. And now here comes Harry Kilkowski. Kilkowski into the corner. Kilkowski jogs past the scoreboard, takes a quick look up there to see how much time is left, and it's exactly 5 minutes. And now on the far side of the field, Owen Miller has it up top at the Rollins line. Gets a pass right back. Miller puts his shoulder down. Pass and McEnany in behind the net to Kilkowski. Back to McEnany again. Owen Miller, and this is Charlie Bolish. Bolish across the Rollins line. McEnany shot coming, Owen Miller. That's out of play. Possession stays with the Spartans, and still plenty of time, 40 seconds on the shot clock. Kilkowski to Miller, and up top with it, Fitzpatrick. Now Colin White plays catch with Kilkowski, and a long shot coming from Miller, and it looked like Bradley Peterson got a piece of that one. Possession with the Spartans and a fresh shot clock. And that only helps kill more clock, as the clock will soon become the adversary of the Rollins Tars, as we're down to exactly 4 minutes left. Spartans in a 3-goal lead. Fitzpatrick with it. Over for Colin White. White relays up top, and Miller wanted to shoot. Now a second defender comes over on him. Scores! Harry Kilkowski. And it's a 14-10 Spartan lead with just 3:44 remaining. And Kilkowski had 3 assists in the game, and so now 4 points on the day as Kilkowski comes up with his 13th goal of the season at a very crucial time. The home team building a 4-goal lead now. And now you see things really not breaking Rollins' way, as the Spartans are given possession here. And there's a pass, connects with Colin White. Up top, Fitzpatrick pushes it over to Charlie Bolish. And Bolish, clearly UT will not be in a hurry and will just use as much clock as they can, as this is Owen Miller with it. And tons of time on the shot clock, but more importantly is the Spartans players being aware of the scoreboard and the overall time left in the fourth quarter itself, which is down now to exactly just 3 minutes. Colin White behind the net. On the far side, that was Kilkowski, and this is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick puts his shoulder down, takes a bounce shot that Peterson got a piece of. Spartans get the rebound, and as a result, a reset of the shot clock. And here's Owen Miller, shoots one, and it goes out of bounds. And possession still with UT, 51 on the shot clock. And things setting up nicely for them here. As play has restarted, but McEnany in no hurry just sends a pass for Bolish. And now Bolish back to McEnany over on the far side of the field. And 25 on the shot clock. And time is a huge, huge factor at this point. If you're the Rollins Tars, not only not possessing the ball, but 2 minutes left in the game. And there's a shot, they score! Charlie Bolish, how about that one? And that should about ice it. And Charlie Bolish gets into the goal column, another entry for UT. In terms of all the different goal scorers today, that's his 6th goal of the season. And a 15-10 lead with just 1:57 left. Luke McEnany gets his 2nd assist of the game, so a 6-point day for him, 4 goals and 2 assists. And that should about solidify things barring a miraculous comeback, coupled with what would obviously be some kind of Spartans meltdown. Now, in the meantime, we do have a call being made here against the Spartans, as Owen Miller is being called 1 minute for unsportsmanlike conduct. So the extra man for Rollins, they are 0 for 5 today with the extra man. And they need to work quickly, as there's a pass quickly over to the far side and now in behind the Spartans net. And Ellison has to send a pass in behind the net to Pringle. There's a pass that misses, and it rolls out to midfield. And possession to the Spartans. 22 seconds left in the Owen Miller penalty, but more importantly, only 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And Kilkowski looks up at the scoreboard and sees that time winding down. And he'll be in no hurry here. 65 seconds left in the game. 5 seconds left in the Owen Miller penalty. And Kilkowski just kills time and takes it over to the far sideline. Kilkowski runs it up. There's a wide open net for all intents and purposes, as the goaltender, Peterson, had come way out of his net, almost up to the restraining line. And now it's turned over, and the Tars come back the other way with 40 seconds remaining. And that's Benjamin Copen. And in front they score. So the Tars get one more here to make it 15-11. Jack Johnstone gets his second goal of the game.
Assist to number 99, Benjamin Copen. Tars goal, Johnstone from Copen with 32 seconds left.
So the Spartans, who came into this game ranked number 1, will obviously hold that position, as they are 32 seconds away from handing Rollins their first defeat of the season. And the Spartans en route to staying perfect, as it's picked up there by Jackson Day. And he comes out of the pack and pushes it up ahead. And now down in the corner goes Josh Galea. And Galea, with just 13 seconds left, sends a pass up top. And Owen Matukas will just watch the final seconds tick down. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And there goes the horn to end the game, and the Spartans stay perfect, defeating Rollins 15-11, and the Spartans improve to 10-0, while Rollins falls to 8-1. And the Spartans get 6 saves from goaltender Blake Ulmer, while Rollins gets a 8-save performance from Bradley Peterson. And the Spartans finish up final shots on goal 23-17. And the Spartans win 19 of the 28 faceoffs in this game. And contributions all up and down the lineup. But you certainly have to highlight Luke McEnany with 4 goals and 2 assists, along with Colin White, who had 3 goals and 1 assist. 4 points also from Harry Kilkowski, who had 1 goal and 3 assists. And Owen Miller with a multi-goal game. He had 2 goals and 1 assist. And so the Spartans with a big victory over one of their Sunshine State Conference rivals, the Rollins Tars. And so the Spartans will next play on Wednesday at Florida Tech. That will be a 4 o'clock start over on the other coast in Melbourne. And then 1 week from today, they will be back here for an 8 p.m. face-off against another conference rival, the Florida Southern Mocs. That will be the 10th anniversary whiteout game. If you've been watching from a Rollins perspective, thank you very much. And your team's next game will be Wednesday at home against Palm Beach Atlantic, an 8 p.m. start up in Winter Park. But this one comes to a close with the home team victorious, a 15-11 victory for the number 1 ranked Tampa Spartans. I'm Bruce Wozniak, thanking you for watching. My thanks as always to Andre Pyatt. And this has been Tampa Spartans Lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.